Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. A few weeks ago, I made a video looking at my go-to loadouts in Battlefield 5, and in that video, I said, keep in mind, these aren't necessarily my favorite weapons, and my favorite weapons aren't necessarily the best. And today, that's what we're doing. We're taking a look at some of my favorite weapons in Battlefield 5. Now, as I said earlier, my favorite weapons may not be the best in the game, but what I really mean to say is that the weapons don't always suit my playstyle, aka I may not have the skill set to use them. So for me, they may not be the best, but I still enjoy playing with them from time to time. What is it that makes these guns so special? Well, I'm glad you asked, Kevin. I was getting to it. For weapons to make my list and be added to the special blessing tools, they must have three things. They have to look good, they have to sound good, and they have to be functional. That's right, functional. That's important. Does it handle well, or am I completely out of control? If I can't physically use it, then what's the point? I might as well run around with a boy's AT rifle trying to hip fire everyone. Oh wait, we did do that, didn't we, buddy? He did. Hey, buddy. That's another one. When it comes to looks for a gun, well, that's whatever's, aesthetically pleasing to me, I guess. I don't want to look down rifle sights and see a pyramid staring back at me. Yeah, more on that coming up. Last but not least, it's got to sound good. And that's probably the biggest part for me over the other two. I mean, the overall sound of the gun has to be good, even when reloading. If it has that plastic sound when the clip goes into the gun, no thank you. One of the things I've learned while putting this video together is my favorites tend to change depending on what's going on or even who I'm playing with. I put up a poll question the other day on our community tab asking you what you look for in a gun when playing first-person shooters, and a lot of you like having good control, while a few of you went my route and go for the how it feels, because if it looks good, it sounds good, then you play good, right? If I could have added one more to that poll question, I would have added whatever gets the job done, because I'll adjust to how the game is going. I'll change to something else if I see too many players in the class. I'll try to make sure I'm complimenting my squad and team within my ability. Friend of the channel, sniper and tanker extraordinaire, Azura, said, I use whatever. I get bored using the same gun, even if it is the meta. I think a lot of players are like that. Playing with the same weapon over and over every round can get a bit monotonous. I do that sometimes when streaming because it helps break things up a little bit and keeps me on my toes. Maybe that's why DICE creates such over-the-top, elaborate assignments for unlocking weapons and skins. They want players to experience a different playstyle. Okay, I'm not sure it works the way they intended it. A lot of players react the same way my friend does when he's asked to play beer pong. I don't need any game to get me drunk. I can do that all on my own. And with that said, here are some of my favorite guns in Battlefield 5. Starting with the assault class and the semi-auto rifles. Now I know some of you might think it's going to be the M1 Garand, and you might be right. It was one of my favorites. It's got that iconic ping, for crying out loud. But I've played with it a lot, and I need variety. There were two that were neck and neck. Coming in a close second, but not by much, was the AG-42. This gun almost had me, but to make it on this list, you had to have all three things: looks, sound, and functionality. It has good sound and great functionality, especially with that rate of fire. That's for damn sure. But I've never been a big fan of how it looks. I don't know why. As I said earlier, I'm not a fan of having a pyramid staring back at me. And that's kind of what it looks like to me. It's just the way the gun's shaped. It throws me off a little bit. I don't know. Not that it would take that much. Like, I still use it every now and then, but it just didn't make this list. However, what did make it was the MAS 44. You probably call it MOS 44, but I call it MAS 44 because it's massive. Both the AG-42 and the MAS 44 almost sound exactly the same to me. They're both very close when it comes to functionality too. The MAS 44 has a little bit more recoil and a lower rate of fire, but it makes up for it with a damage kick in the up close to medium range. What really separates these two guns is just the way it looks. To be totally honest, it just looks badass to me, and that's really all I need. Now on to weapons I hardly ever use in a class to boot. I'm talking bolt-action rifles for the Scout class. Funny how I rarely play with bolt-action rifles at all in Battlefield 5, but after working on this video, I've discovered there is a particular bolt-action that's now at the top of my list. More on that coming up. Again, like the assault class, there were two rifles that were very close. A close contender, but not making the grade, was the Ross rifle. I forgot their name, but someone in my chat a few months ago while streaming suggested I try it out. I gotta tell you, it's a very easy to use rifle. Put it on target and pull the trigger. That's it. So for functionality, it's great. The sound is fine, nothing wrong there, but really, it just couldn't compare to the Krag Jorgensen. I know the Ross rifle is accurate and does a little bit more damage, but come on, look at this thing. And it sounds good too. So when it comes to playing the scout class and having to use a bolt action rifle, it's Krag's life for me, baby. Now keeping it a little bit shorter because this video is getting way too damn long, the support class is simple. You got the Bar M1918A2 and the LS26. Both of these guns are very similar in a lot of ways, but in the end, the LS26 did it for me. But this time, it wasn't necessarily for the looks. I like the Bar, but the LS26 won me over for a smooth fire rate. Again, the Bar is great, but with the LS26, I don't have to deal with changing up the fire rate every time I spawn in. It's the little things. Now, coming in out of nowhere, starting with guns I play the least, but a class I play the most, I give you the bolt action carbines. I know. You guys thought we were going back to the SMGs again, right? Not this time. Okay, let me tell you what happened. While working on this video, I ended up on Twisted Steel, and the squad I was running with didn't have a medic, so I did what any good battlefielder would do. I switched. But you know how Twisted Steel can get. Depending on where you are, you may need a close range weapon, but I felt in this situation, I needed a ranged weapon. I don't normally use the bolt action carbines. Matter of fact, I don't even think I had this to level 4 yet. And like I said before, I like to run and gun, elbows and fingernail style. However, this wasn't the time for that. And a couple of weeks ago, someone left me a comment on my best go-to weapons and loadouts video saying they use a certain bolt action rifle in their main medic loadout. And I thought, my friend Lethal loves this gun. And that's it. I pulled out the M28 Trumpicino and fell in love all over again. How can you go wrong with a 2-shot kill, grenade-launching, sweet-sounding piece of machinery such as this? Again, I'm not the best in the world when it comes to these type of weapons, but I enjoyed it. Helping my squad keep Delta locked down from the enemy, and I was able to get a little flank action on before it was all said and done. I don't know what it is about this gun, but you guys will definitely see me using it more often, that's for sure. So what are some of your favorite guns in Battlefield 5? Do you go for looks or sound? Or are you in the I need good control camp? Let me know in the comments down below. For the remainder of the video, I'm going to show you the rest of this gameplay with me using the Trumpicino, but if this is where you jump off, then do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it, and it would really help out the channel. For those of you sticking around, then you're in for a treat because this is probably some of the best I've played in a long time, especially with the bolt-action rifle. Enjoy. Still got all these damn snipers over here. I want to move this way just a little bit. Keep this marked. There's one there. Where's that other guy at? Where are they? We got those guys. Nice and clean. Most difficult gun I've ever used in my life, but yet I'm loving it. Hey, buddy. There we go. Alright. We're just gonna keep Delta marked. Oh god! Well, that solved that problem, didn't it? Oh shit! Ow! 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 They don't like me. I'm built different! Man, my hands hurt. I've been gripping the control too tight.
Hostile tank up ahead!
Hey, I wonder if I could shoot the tank. No, that's a little low. Let's try that again. There we go. I missed. Oh, damn. Nice shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you, little boat. Sir, can you not do... Can you not... Hey, I'm gonna jump. Oh, God. Why do you have 18 mines on the floor inside a house? That's very dangerous. That is very, very dangerous, man. Well, this was fun. I enjoyed it. I like this gun. This was never my first choice, but when you're looking at just style and how it looks, I mean, the Trumpicino for the medic class is just out flipping standing. It's just different. It's completely different of how the class was set up. The longest time it was SMGs, and then we got this bad boy. And I never really put a lot of time into it. Damn, I enjoy it very much. Alright guys, well that's it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. If you want to come watch us stream, we stream every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 o'clock till about 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So come hang out with us. Alright, well until next time, bye for now.